Every goal, the sound declares. Heartbeats pound like a drummer's song, marching forward, fierce and strong. We're the ones who rise in the clash. Numbers running in a white shirt dash. History burns in the roaring crowd. Every game we scream it loud. Hold 'em, Tottenham, Tottenham till I die. Raise the banner, let it fly. High through the rain, through the fire. This is my club, my only desire.
Guys, good evening and welcome to THFC Till We Die, home at top past, present and exciting future under Chirpy the mascot that keeps us laughing and keeps us giving plenty of fun. Before we get into it and before I'll introduce Rain into the show, this show has been dedicated to two people. Over the weekend, we had some sad news that Big John, that we know from the JYS football family, lost his life, passed away, and also to my mate Mick, who lost his life as well at 35, which is no age whatsoever. So I decided to tonight's stream are dedicated to their memory. Both big Leeds fans, but I know they will be hoping Leeds will win the FA Cup this year. Do you know what? A little part of me hopes they do as well, because Tottenham not in it, and we haven't got hope in hell of winning it. But yeah, I just wanted to put that out there and just say this stream is dedicated to them two people, so may they rest in peace. And also a player as well, I think, lost his life during the weekend as well. So yeah, so sorry to start the somber note, but I just wanted to get that out there. Joining me tonight, of course, this man needs no introduction the world over. This man he's known in many parts of the world. He's known in America, Brazil, Australia, Britain, as the most knowledgeable Tottenham fan alive. But he's our best mate, Ray. How are you?
I'm waiting for the other person to join the stream. Damn, I don't know. I know you're talking about mid-30s is yeah. I mean, yeah, it's no age. There's no age whatsoever.
No.
I mean, yeah.
I just wanted to dedicate this stream to them, and also Big John as well, who I think he was in his 60s, but you know, he always came into the other stream. Not you, Tequila, you're still alive and kicking. Hopefully you're still alive and kicking. But yeah, it is no age. And also Big John from the JYS football family as well. Always cracked a joke, always came in with a bit of a filthy joke as well. So big up to you, John. And I hope you're both flying high. Which you know, but let's welcome a few people in, Rain, and let's get on with the predicted lineup. Big up to Wayne Bonner, who says, good evening, folks. Hope you're all well and having a great Monday. Tequila says, I'm not joining. I'm not joking. I'm not joking, but Dermo's talking about me, obviously. No, I'm not talking about you. No, about the best first. Oh, yes, I get you now. Yes, you are the most knowledgeable. There is the most knowledgeable Spurs fan around. Sorry, wasn't getting it. Sorry, brain not working 100% there, but we are. But big up to you. This is, he is the Simon Jordan of the Tottenham, of our channel. But Rain, look, we are playing Atletico Madrid. A game, really, two games, if I'm being honest. Tottenham fans are sort of one out of the way in a way, if you know what I mean. Will you be glad when this Champions League's over so we can actually concentrate on getting ourselves safe without... Let me start again, sorry. Would you be glad when this Champions League campaign is over so we can concentrate on not getting relegated?
It's the question of the day, isn't it? It was going backwards and forwards on some streams I was on yesterday as well, and a couple of things that I've watched today, and people being very, very clear that we were very, very clear that, this game just does not matter. And in the grand scheme of things, yeah, it absolutely doesn't matter. But
It does matter.
yeah. So in using the rule of but, which is ignore everything that I've said before I said the word but. So ignore all of that. It does matter. We cannot treat we cannot horse trade games. We cannot say let's lose this one and win that one. Football doesn't work that way. Life doesn't work that way.
That's true.
You can't trade time now for time in the future. That's just not the way that it works. So we have to go out there to win. We only build a winning mentality by winning.
Yeah.
If we go out there and we put in a performance and play well and lose, fine. That's acceptable, semi-acceptable. Yeah, it's understandable. But going out there and lying down, that should never be in the thoughts of any coach or footballer who is involved with Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. I can understand why fans are saying, look, I'm less emotionally invested in this than I am in the relegation battle. Absolutely 100%. But when it comes to the players and the coach, they have to get some sort of winning mentality into their head, don't they, Dermot?
They do. I mean, Rain as well, they've got to get some sort of a good performance in their head as well, I think. If they go out and give a good performance, that does sort of breed confidence. I know we've got Liverpool the weekend, and look, I think we can get something out of that Liverpool game. Liverpool are not in the greatest form, but I know we're going to talk more about that probably on Saturday night before the Liverpool game, but they're also playing tonight. But I think they're travelling a little bit further than us to Turkey, and I know that sounds silly to other people, but that sort of distance, and so are they playing tonight or are they playing Tuesday or Wednesday?
I don't know.
If they're playing on Wednesday, it gives us an extra day's rest, traveling wise, to come back. But I just feel that if
they're playing tomorrow.
They're playing tomorrow. I think a good performance tomorrow night, I think, would breed some confidence into the team. But there is some players missing on Saturday. Let's go through the team news from today. I haven't heard a time yet, but anything else from Tudor's press conference, I will have that in for the show at 8, guys. Cutie and Mickey are eligible for the game. They're both back. Cutie's back after a 4-match ban, but Mickey will miss the game on Sunday with the red card he received from the Palace game. I'm not sure if that's a 1 or a 3-match ban. I can't remember. Jez Spence and Radu Dranksin return to training ahead of the Atletico Madrid trip. January arrival Sousa will not be eligible to play. However, he's not in the squad for the knockout stages. Just very quick before we do get into the predicted lineup and we go to the chat and get people's thoughts on it. How big of a sort of importance to have Cutie and Mickey available for this game, Rain? Because I think that's vital for us to do to get something out of the game.
Yeah, I mean, it's a shame that then Mickey isn't available for the weekend, so he can't impact Liverpool. So yeah, he's, I'm not gonna say it. He can't adversely impact Liverpool. It's very advantageous. Because we really need some sort of stability, don't we? Yeah. We really do. We really need, both in terms of players on the pitch, quality of performance, hopefully at a decent level, stability. Because we're just getting so much in and out. So it's good to have them both. Yeah, absolutely agree. It's good to have them both back in the team today because they're a step above Dragusin.
Yeah,
and as much as much as we like Danzo and his stability, and I know that a lot of people have a debate about Danzo versus Romero. Romero is, I do think Romero is better than Danzo, and together, VDV and Romero are have generally been very, very good. We just don't see it enough, do we, Dermot?
We don't, and I agree with you. I mean, they're such a good partnership. And look, this three at the back, Rain, it doesn't work. You play with four. I think it's better. But now he has got a sort of Romero back. And if Van der Ven didn't get sent off on against Palace, then we would have had three able centre backs to go three at the back, because you get to play Danso, Van der Ven, and Romero. Now you're losing Van der Ven for a game to 3 games. And if you want to play three at the back, your back three is going to be Romero, Dragusin, and Danso. I'm sorry, that three does not fill me with any confidence whatsoever. I just feel Tudor just abandon the back three shite and just go for 4 at the back. And why I say that as well, if you look at Amarin and what he tried to do at United, the 3 at the back of United didn't work. So if Man United can't get it to work, with no disrespect, slightly better defenders than we have, how the hell is it going to work for us? Because we've only got two decent centre-backs, and the other 2 are sort of suspect. One slightly better than the other. So if 3 in the back doesn't work in the Premier League, why do these managers keep persisting with it? Yeah, it works in Europe, but in the Premier League, you've got to be more... Am I wrong in saying this? You've got to be more pragmatic. You've got to be more adaptable. You've got to be more sort of willing to sacrifice a little bit of your principles for the greater good. And it seems like Tudor's a little bit like Amarin, will not budge from his principles. And for me, I don't know how you feel, Rain, but for me, if we haven't got at least one of them, if we've not got QT or we haven't got Van der Ven, it just does not work, does it? If I'm being honest.
I don't have a problem with back three at all, in any way, shape, or form. I don't have a problem with it. I kind of quite like it in terms of the shape, in terms of the triangles that it gives a team that works well. I'm sorry, but I don't agree that it doesn't work in the Premier League. Frank used to use it to very good effect at Brentford against bigger teams to nullify them and get points. Pep has won a Premier League with a back three. Conte's won a back three. Won a Premier League with a back three. It's not something that a lot of classic Premier League fans like, because they think of a back three as a back five. Effectively, they think it as 5 defenders, but it really isn't. I don't really see it as a problem at all. No. I do agree with you that it's absolute madness that in a team that was struggling so much, the higher ups have brought in a manager who plays a different style, a very technical style, a very technical way of playing that needs players to have a really good understanding of where they need to be at various points in time. That's why Conte loved it. So that's why it lent its way to Conte, and he used to train teams in that way. To bring Tudor in when he plays a 3-4-3, always played a 3-4-3. To just like Amarim and just like other managers, just like Conte, always played a 3-4-3. It's their style. It's the way that it's what they know. It's what they trust. Was absolute madness from these higher ups. Why Why introduce that unstable element into a team so bereft of confidence, quality, numbers? It's just bonkers. And
It is.
it would, I agree with you, even though I would sit here and go, I love 3-4-3. I really do love it. I think it's a fantastic system. I think it's madness that they brought a coach in to do it at Tottenham Hotspur Football Club, especially in February when we're looking at relegation down the barrel of relegation. Absolutely bonkers.
This is when you need a manager to shore up the back four, don't you? To shore up the defence, to make sure we are tight at the back. And I just don't get it. I really don't. But look, let's get into the injuries as well, bud. We do have an injury list. We've got Kulo out with the ACL. We've got James Madison out with the ACL. We've got Mohamed Kudus out with the thigh. We've got Rodrigo Bentancur out with the hamstring. We've got Ben Davis out with an ankle. We do have Lucas Bergville out with the ankle. Destiny Udogi's out with his hamstring. Wilson Odebear is out with his LCL. And also, Souza is not available for this because he's didn't sign in time. So, I mean, you look at that injury list there, Rain. I mean, if you look off Kulu, Madison, Kudus, Bentancur, 4 players there, I think would instantly improve the Tottenham side. I mean, we are really missing Kulu and Madison, aren't we? And Kudus, the top 3. Would you say not, or would you disagree with that?
I've forgotten what they're like. It's been so long.
Have you forgotten what they look like?
I've forgotten, and we have no idea where these players would play. Where would Madison play in this system? In any system, in this team?
It's mad.
Where would he play? Where would Kulu play? Because he spent so much time for us on that right wing. Well, he's not going to play right wing if Kudus is fit. Don't really want to play right wing anyway. I hated the way he cut in constantly on his left foot. I don't know. And it seems like Bentancur's been out for 2 months, 2.5 months now.
I think he's back April time. I mean, Kulu for me is the biggest mystery of that whole lot of it. I mean, we know Madison's back probably at the end of the season. We know Kulu and Kuda's be back probably early April. We know Ben Davis is out for the season. If he'll make the World Cup or not, that's touch and go. We know Bergville could be back probably late March, early April. We know Udogi could be back around the same time frame. We know Wilson Odebear is out until next season. But Kulu one for me. They've been so tight-lipped on Kulu. He needs injections. His knee isn't recovered. Nobody is saying anything about him. And I think all we ask for is a little bit of update how our players are doing. And it's just remarkably Tottenham are so tight-lipped. Then that puts a question in my head to you then. Is this injury more significantly worse than we are led to believe? Because he should have been back by now.
No. I think, well, yes, in answer to that question. But that's not why they're not saying anything. They're not saying anything because they've developed a new policy since Frank came in to not talk about the injuries, the injured players, and rightly so. I mean, it was an ongoing farce with Ange Postecoglou. He would come out and I've been told they're back in 2 weeks, and then we still wouldn't see them in a month. And it was okay. And in that case, to be honest, it is better to say nothing and not be wrong.
It is.
Because it was absolutely bonkers. So I liked what Frank was saying. Well, when he was here, which was they'll be back when they're back.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. Well, look, let's get into it, Rain. Let's get into this lineup. Look, I think you and me can both agree Vicario's going to start and goal. unless something dramatically happens in training. So we will put him up there. So where is he? Where's Vicario on my list? There he is. So Vicario in goal. Vicario, where are we with him? His distribution has been really poor, hasn't it? The last few games, especially the Palace game. And you know me, when I do my watch-alongs, it's like I'm screaming at the telly. If in doubt, give it a fucking whack. Do you know, just boot it up there. Even if you're relieving pressure off yourself, isn't that better than start playing it round the back where you're going to put defenders under pressure? Do you know, boot it up there. You don't know, a defender can make a mistake. He could put Solanke in. There could be a cock-up. I mean, where are you with Vicario?
I'm done with him.
Yeah.
I'm done with him.
Yeah.
People say, you know, he's a good shot stopper, but he's at least a net sort of zero. I'd need to explain that. He causes at least as many goals as he saves, and a goalkeeper should be a net positive. He should be saving more goals than he causes. Absolutely. All of this playing out from the back. I saw there were teams in the Championship doing the stupid centre back takes a goal kick to the goalkeeper thing. It's just like, have you coaches got no mind of your own? You can't look at this and think, this is madness. What? Yeah. Why are you doing this? It's like, it's the new avocado on toast. You know, it's the new fad. It's the new thing that I'm going to go and do just to justify what I do. No. It's rubbish. It's absolutely horrendous. I would rip them apart if I was to have a conversation with them about this. The percentages are way. I haven't run them, but I cannot believe that the percentages are not better losing the ball on your halfway line than losing the ball in your penalty area.
You know me. You've seen me. It does my nutting. That you got Vicario with the ball at his feet, and you're thinking, right, now pump it. Just fucking pump it. You got, it was like Thursday, Palace players were coming into him. Just if in doubt, give it a fucking whack. Just get it up there. Even if that means the Palace player gets it back. A, it takes the pressure off your back three or back four. B, it gives them a chance to get together again. And C, it gives you a chance to midfield to push up. Everyone then can push up. And hopefully, if the Palace player, say, for example, gets the ball, he makes a mistake and then you're in. But he doesn't do that. He's regressed so much. Let's go a few people. Wayne Bonner says Vicario has regressed so much as a keeper. He's reserved evolution. He so has. Big up to Knights Republic.
Yeah.
Position is horrible. That is a big one. Big up to Giant 68 as well. I think to your point with that, and I agree with this, they're all copying Pep. They're all trying to copy the Pep method, which does not work everywhere. I'm telling you that now. Big up to Benny as well. Says even with that VDV clearance in the Europa League final was because Vicario bobbled it out from a set piece. He's too weak and indecisive. Tequila saying,
and then it went through his hands.
Yeah,
and that's the only reason why. I can't remember who it was. Was it DeLitt? I can't remember who got the header. On target, the VDV had to. That was 100% Vicario's fault. It was. The rumours that AC Milan were going to come in for him in January. You know, if they were even half true, I have to say, why do we not just take the money?
Yeah,
take the money and run.
I agree. The Keeler says this team's dead. I haven't even put goalkeeper out yet. I haven't seen the rest of the team yet. Just wait to the end, then you can say it's dead. Give us a chance. Give
Too
us a
soon,
chance.
dude. Too soon.
Too soon. Yeah, it's only the goalkeeper. I know Vicario doesn't give anyone confidence, but let's put out the team yet, bud. Big up to you.
This team it's missing 10 players.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, they've all just buggered off and said we're not playing. Colin is right. I think this is the last time for Vicario. Then we're going to get on to Mickey van der Ven. Colin is right. Big up to you, Colin, for the Man United agenda. Big up to you, bud. He says Vicario checked out a while ago. I think he's right on that. I think he's hit the nail on the head. I think he has checked out, if I'm being honest. And
I personally don't buy into the checked out thing. You know, people were saying Mickey van der Ven's checked out, and I don't think they check out. I think it's very, very, very rare for a player to check out. I just think Vicario's rubbish.
Yeah,
I just think I don't know. I think Cole. I think you're putting too much. I think you're putting too much emphasis on his performances being about whether he cares or not, and less about whether he's actually good or not. And I think actually he's just not very good.
No, he's not. Right, let's go. We are going to play a back three because we know Tudor's going to pick a back three, so we're going to have to go with that. We've got Romario. God, what a player he was back in the day. Romero.
One of the guys behind me calls him Romeo, and has been for 3 or 4 years.
It's Romero. It's Romero.
His son turns to him and goes, "They'll know who I am now." No, obviously they don't know who I am. His son turns to him and goes, every now and again, he goes, "It's Romero, Dad." we just let him go. It's funny.
Let him have it. Romero,
can we talk about the back three?
Yeah, I'll put them out. And let me do that, actually. That is the back three. That's the back three.
So there's an eternal question when we're doing these predicted lineups. You know, are we predicting what the coach is gonna play, or what we would like them to play? And I'm going to give you the option. Do you want to predict what Tudor is going to play, or do you want you and me right here, right now to go, if we were in charge, this is the team that we would put out?
I think we'll leave that to the Liverpool game. We'll have fun with that with Liverpool because we do have suspensions. We'll do that. Is a very good idea, actually. I like that. We'll leave that to the Liverpool game because we do have suspensions. So we can
because that's where I am. I want to start doing this is the team that we put out.
Do you know what? I'm with the same idea
what he's
as you.
doing is bonkers.
Yeah, it is. I'm with you. I try to, when I do this predicted lineup, it's sort of half how I would pick it, but mostly how we think the managers could pick it. But I think for the Liverpool game, when we do that one, I think it's going to be 100% how we would pick it, and I think that's fun. And guys, get involved as well on Saturday because we are going to do that live as well. And that's why I love doing these live, because it's a bit of fun, because I love the people's reactions in the chat. Well, look, this is the back three. We think that Tudor will pick. It will be Mickey van der Ven, Romero, or Romano, or whatever you like to call him, Cutie, and Kevin Danso. Now, we know Dragonson's back. We know he is back in training. I don't think he will play. But is that a back three more settled from you than the one we had against Palace on Thursday?
Yeah,
I think so.
I do. I like this back three.
Yeah.
I like the fact that Van der Ven. The whole point about a back three is that it can very easily become a back two with one central defender pushing up into midfield and bolstering midfield. And in Romero and Van der Ven, you have two players who are quite happy to roam.
Yeah.
And frankly, have the intelligence to cover if one of them does. They're not going to both do it. Whereas Dragosin isn't capable of doing that. I think he tries, but he's not. And Danzo isn't going to do it if he will be the sitter. he will be the one who is just the defender if either of the other two go forwards.
Yeah, I think so. And also with me, with Mickey van der Ven is Mickey van der Ven runs, and Romero and that, as you say, can go into a 2. You can have even Romero playing like a bit of a 6 if you wanted to, because there has been questions. There has been sort of little bit, even I think it was last season or the season before, about pushing Romero as a CDM. So he can sort of play in that position as well. I mean, I think he's played there for Argentina a few times as a CDM, I think, if my memory serves me right. But I think that back three screams to me stability. It screams to me balance, because you know what you're going to get from Danso. You're going to get a professional job. He's not the greatest defender in the world. He's not world class, but he will give you his all. You know from Mickey van der Ven, he's going to give everything. And his pace as well, when he starts running, does upset oppositions. And you know we're going to get from Romero. Just do not get sent off. Do not get any more suspensions, Romero. I don't care what you do. Calm down. Now, wing-backs. Wing-backs, possibly it will be Porro and it will be Archie Gray. I know I've got to put them on, sorry. There you go.
Why is that?
For anyone's, I got them on the wrong side.
No, I think Porro will play right.
I do. Okay. See, this is the thing. I always get my left and right mixed up. That's me. Don't want to move me. I always get my left and right mixed up. I always have done. So there you go. Would you start Gray or would you start Spence?
I think Spence
if you were Tudor
injured.
Well, he's back in training. He's in training today. He has travelled. You can't play Sousa there because Sousa's not eligible.
Then I honestly play Archie Gray.
Yeah. Because I know you got this love-hate relationship with Spence on the left, haven't you? You really do have this sort of. You prefer.
I'm not sure there's any love whatsoever.
No.
About
okay,
Spence
you got this hate with Spence playing on the left. I know you prefer to play him on the right. So
I hate all right-footed, especially in a wing-back. Especially to have a wing-back who isn't playing, who doesn't have a preferred foot for that side.
Yeah.
I think it's absolutely madness. Absolute madness. And so, like, even having Gray out there who's going to play with his right foot. But at least he will get forward and try to put some crosses in. Whereas Spence just comes inside and he'll just leave our left-hand side completely exposed.
Yeah. I just like Archie Gray. I think Archie Gray is a very dependable little player, actually. He can play in a few positions, but he's always willing to give you 100%. Porro, look, I thought his defending against Palace wasn't great. He was great going forward, but again, that's Tudor playing him out of position, wasn't it? That was Tudor playing him in a sort of position that he's not normally played for. And I just don't get his idea of playing a right wing back in the right centre back. It just doesn't work.
It's a very common thing.
Yeah.
It's a very very common thing.
Yeah.
When you understand the back three, the modern back threes, they more often than not will play a fullback as one of the back three, because effectively what they're doing is they're starting out with a back four, but one of the fullbacks is sitting very very deep and tucked in. It's a very very technical thing. You need lots of arrows on a football pitch to explain it, but that's effectively what they're doing. Conte did it. Southgate did it. Southgate did it for England. And big up Edel fan. And Southgate did it with us. So really, Tudor's doing it now because he treats Van der Ven as that attacking fullback. So Van der Ven will maraud. He'll convert into a wing back when we've got the ball.
Yeah, is there a shout if we did have a third decent centre back of playing Mickey van der Ven as a left wing back, because he does play there for Holland. He has played left back for Holland as well. So is there a shout for him playing as a left wing back, because he does have the pace? If you had another decent defender to put in the back three,
I mean, we're in such a bad position that we just put so many square pegs in round holes.
Round holes, I agree. I
Totally
totally agree,
don't we?
Now the midfield.
It's not a bad idea, but
yeah,
I just can't help but roll my eyes, because you know the way that we're going we're going to end up with 11 players and none of them playing in their preferred position.
I mean, I get it. I mean, this manager, I prefer to play a back four, play three in midfield, have Palunya in front of the back four, play two number 8s, and then or 8 and the 10, and then you play your 3 attacking forwards. For me, I think that's what I would prefer. But this manager just wants to play 3 at the back. He just wants to play this either 3-4-3 or whatever. He's not even compromising on what would be good for us. He's compromising on you're doing it my way, and that's it. It's Italian again. Italian.
No. I think that's what all managers. I think that's what all coaches do. All coaches do that.
Yeah. No, they do in a way. I get your point. Right, midfield. I have midfield. I think he will go for Palunya. I think we need him in midfield, don't we? We really do. He's the workhorse.
Yeah, we desperately need our best players in their best positions. Yeah.
Now, I did pick Sarr.
Go on.
Now, Sarr. I think Judah will pick Papa Sarr, but there is a Conor Gallagher does play, but Conor Gallagher for me has been woeful the last few games. You don't want to play Basuma, who's not eligible either. I mean, play Sarr? You're going to have to, rarely in a way.
I would play Conor Gallagher. I think Conor Gallagher is one of our best players.
Well, he hasn't been, in my view, for the last few games. I think
he's been playing right midfield, and the whole team's been rubbish. I think it's classic. Gallagher has been getting stick because he's been singled out as a scapegoat.
No, I get you. That's a fair point. So do you want to swap out Sarr for Gallagher then?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, Grandad. We'll do that then. So see you later, Papa. See you later, Papa. You're gone.
100,000,000%. I'm playing Gallagher over Papa Matasar.
There we go. There is Connor. That's why I love doing these. There he is. Look at him there. Just look at him sitting in that midfield as proud as punch. The fella we quoted for 3 years to get to Tottenham. So the Tottenham midfield 2 will be Conor Gallagher and Palunya. I hope you're right about this. If you and me were in charge of Tottenham, we'd be banging heads by now.
I must admit, I'm not getting the Gallagher hate. I'm not getting the. Okay, you know what I mean. I'm not getting why he's getting stick. I'm just not getting it. People are forgetting. Do you remember when we drew against Man City?
Yes, yeah.
Do you remember his contribution?
He did well in that.
It's still the same player.
Yeah.
It's still the same player. Just because we've been rubbish as a whole, it doesn't mean you ditch one of your best players. What you do is you sort out all of the other mess.
I get it. I think for me, Conor Gallagher is one of these. It's either going to be a section of fans that like him or a section of fans that don't rate him. He's going to be one of these to sort of split the fan base a little bit. Man City, he was fantastic. He really was. I have to say, he really was good. Against the last few games, Arsenal, he was nowhere. But as you said, if he's being played out of position, how do you expect to get the best out of that player if he's playing where he's not comfortable in playing? Because if you play him on the right wing, what's he naturally going to do? He's going to come back into the centre, isn't he? He's going to drift in there because that's naturally what he does. Then what does that do? That leaves space on the right for attackers to get down there. So for me, you're right. It's round pegs in square holes, isn't it? It's Tudor going, oh, okay, I'm in the dressing room, right? You're going to play right wing today. But boss, I don't play. I'm not a right winger. I don't care you're playing there. or he don't play at all. And it's like him trying to plug holes in a sieve, and the sieve keeps leaking because he's not putting the right stuff in to plug the holes.
Yeah, but I still don't get why people are so down on Conor Gallagher, even with him playing at right side of midfield. Because wait a minute.
Yeah,
because his stats
suggest
from the last couple of games, his stats are fine. Even playing on that right wing, I mean, they were better when he was playing central midfield. But even playing the right hand side, and I benefit of hindsight, benefit of watching the game, having known the result. I watched the Palace game the day after, and what I saw was a Conor Gallagher who was battling, who was constantly finding himself surrounded on that right hand side by two or three Palace players, and still fighting to try and actually get something out of it. So I am not seeing what other people are seeing, and it just feels to me like people are like, we brought this guy in January and he hasn't saved us. Well, what a surprise! We brought in a central midfielder and he's not scoring a bucket load of goals.
Yeah,
no, he isn't. We should have brought in a left winger, a right winger, and a forward, because they're going to score goals.
Yeah.
It's
just
not
a question on that. Just a question that you go to live games, and I've always said this. Do you think you see more at live game than you do watching it on telly? Do you think you get a different perspective of watching it live? Because I say watching it live, I say that is, when I was at the Palace game last year, I saw him play. I could see their movements and their run off the ball, and on TV you don't get that same sort of perspective like you would do if you're live at the game. So I suppose when I go to the Leeds game, I probably have a different view on Gallagher, because I'll probably see what he does off the ball more than he does on the ball. You've seen Gallagher a few times at Tottenham. Does he work hard off the ball more than we see on TV, in your view?
So, yeah, absolutely. There's always a trade-off. There's always a TV viewer versus in-stadium viewer trade-off. And there's benefits and drawbacks to both, right? With a TV viewer, like, you get to see VAR, you get to see close-ups, you get to see a lot more. You get to see more replays than you do in the stadium. But yes, in the stadium, you have a wider field of view because you can see the whole pitch. And sometimes I'm not even looking at what's going on the ball. I'm looking at what's going on the bench. They're getting somebody ready to come on. I don't think that's it, because I think there's a lot of people who went to the game who are saying it. So I'm just not seeing it. I don't know what it is. Yeah. I don't know what it is. I want somebody to explain it to me, because I don't see it. And I went to have a look at the stats, because I thought, am I missing something? And the stats bear it out. He's absolutely fine. I
want to say big up to Mash and Joe. Big up Mash and Joe. I love that. Look at that. Look at that picture. Look at that. Terrifies me. It looks like a bodyguard ready to take me and Rain out the stadium. You're not coming to watch Tottenham, lads.
You haven't got your troll avatar out today, Machina Joe.
Yeah, big up to
he knows what I'm talking about.
Why am I calling him Machine Joe? Sorry, I didn't mean disrespect you, bud. Sorry. We are Spurs TV's laughing. Big up to Rodney Martin. Big up Coy's Tequila says, I'm really not scapegoating him. There's plenty of bigger problems than him in the team, but I never really wanted him. I think he's average. And I think that's sort of...
I think that's it. I think that's why people are having a go at Conor Gallagher. I think it's the classic, I never wanted him, therefore he's a player who I can say he's not very good.
And can I just say that I also think me and Tequila spent, he said it in the chat, we spent 3 or 4 windows. Every window, we're linked with him. And I think when he signed, we just both had this feeling of, we're alive at the show when we signed him. We just went, it was the same when we signed Dom Solanke. It was like, it's one of them signings. It's not an overwhelming signing, but it's not an underwhelming. It's one of those you go, But big up to Keeler. It's a very good point, though. That is extremely good point. And look, I think Keeler does like Gallagher. I just think he's right in saying there's bigger problems at the club. There's bigger. I think what I'm trying to say, he's right in saying there's plenty of bigger problems than Gallagher at Tottenham at the moment, which is absolutely big up to 1K10 when I says nearly every player performance. It simply comes down to the coach and how he inspires the players to play. Absolutely. We've got Machine and Joe says Tottenham Stadium is quiet. The Croatian Serbian derbies brutally. Yeah, they are mad. Did you see the Brazilian Cup final yesterday?
The Mineiro thing.
Yeah, if anyone thinks Celtic and Rangers was bad yesterday after the game, just go and watch the Brazilian Cup final. 23 red cards. Everyone was sent off. I think bar 2 coaches.
It was so mad as well because it seemed like it calmed and then it just went off again. It was like we'd calm down and then everybody's straight. Madness.
And also Hulk, who was a former Premier League player, was in there. Apparently ripped off his shirt. I was expecting Hulk smash to happen. Do
you know what they need? Do you know what they needed?
What?
They needed Brian Clough to just go and just cuff some of them round the back of their head.
Big up to 1K10 101Y. I seem to recall 90% of the fans never wanted or rated Son for the first season. That's so true as well. That is very true. Right, we're going for the front three. And it is Tell, Simmons, and Dom Solanke. Now, what? Oh, sorry, I do apologise. Dom's head's been cut off. There we go, Dom. We're done with the cut off your head. Sorry,
Little Dom.
We'll call him Little Dom. He was Big Dom. Now he has Little Dom. What do you think to this? What do you think to this front three?
I think.
Do you think that is the front three he will pick?
I don't know because we've actually got Richarlison back now.
Here's my issue, right? Yeah, here's my issue.
So in answer to your question, yes, I do think this is the front three they'll pick.
But do you bin tell? Sorry, Matthias, we don't mean to be that cruel to you. Sorry, but do you bin tell? Put Simmons in a 10 role and then play Solanke and Richarlison up front as a 2.
No. Maybe.
Do you think this gives? Yeah, but I think this gives better balance, doesn't it? Porro and Simmons and Graham.
I don't know though. I do. But the thing is, I mean, Richarlison is so hit and miss.
Yes,
but he can get you a goal.
Yeah.
Whereas Tell, he can't be on more than 3. He can't.
I think he might be. I think he's 1. I think. Maybe somebody in chat let us know. I think it is 1.
I might go and have a quick look.
Sorry. Since you put the 1 in, I don't know what's saying.
You've already blown your load, mate. You've already blown your load.
He's reloaded and blown it again. He laid back and had a cigarette and thought, right, I'm ready to go for the second time now. Pick up what? Oh God, that's the thoughts that I'm going to go out
oh dear.
I'm sorry. Richie suits the Prem fight more than European football. Tell and Simmons suit European football. That's true. I agree with that. Hang on, there's some using blue chew, mate, doesn't it?
Oh dear. Tell is on 3 goals in the Premier League. I mean, it's a horrendous. I don't. I mean, it's. I do you know what? What you said makes a lot more sense.
What? Put Simmons in and then put
Xavi in the 10, okay, and then 2 up top.
Let's do that.
Will he? And especially if you have Richarlison. So if you shift Solanke over to is that gonna? Yeah, we go.
That's right. I can squadge him
because Richarlison, can do the wide work, if needed, which Solanke can't, and I don't think Xavi can really either.
No.
And he will run all day. I mean, they're complete opposites, aren't they? If we could just mould them into one player, Richarlison and Mawani. Mawani's touch and his close control is awesome, but he just doesn't run.
No.
Whereas that's all Richarlison does. It's madness.
It is. Well, look, so that is the team.
I'm loath to say I like it, but I think it's the best we got.
I think it is. But this is the team. We're going to start with Vicario and goal. We're going to back three of Mickey van der Ven, Christian Romero, captain, Kevin Danso. The wing backs are Archie Gray and Pedro Porro. We've got a midfield 2-3 of Conor Gallagher, Palunia, and Simmons as a 10. And then up front, we have Don Solanke and the pigeon man himself, Richarlison. Just let me bring back Archie Gray and Porro there. So that is more better. Guys, let us know what you think about the predicted lineup. Put your comments. Let us know in the comment section what you think of it. Rate it out of 10. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Who would you change? Would you change formation? As I said, on Saturday when me and Rain do this show, predicted lineup show live, we are going to pick it as we're the managers. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be chaotic. But look, before we go, and we are, because I'm on in an hour actually as well with Tequila, with the build-up show. So do join us for that as well, guys. Yeah, you got a double helping today. Aren't you lucky? You get a double helping. Just very quickly, Rain, West Ham, Brentford tonight, FA Cup. And also, what have you thought of the FA Cup this weekend? There's been a few shocks. Do you know? We got called out by Lincoln fans as well, who says Tottenham, we'll be playing Tottenham away, LA, which I thought was funny. And so what have you thought of the FA Cup this weekend?
So I was watching my third team, Wrexham.
Yeah.
Rapidly become my third team.
Robbed. They were robbed.
And I just hate VAR so much.
I do.
It's the death of football. It really is.
Agree.
It adds nothing. Oh, he was an inch offside. Do you know what? Nobody cares. Honestly, nobody who actually watches football cares. It's an analyst's and referees' wet dream. VAR. It's only there for one thing, and that's to make the referees look less stupid.
Yeah.
And what it should be about is making football better, and it isn't. So get rid of it. Get rid of it.
No, I totally agree. Just very quickly as well on your thoughts. Look, everyone knows I'm a massive Celtic fan. Yes, we did beat Rangers yesterday. There was unsavoury scenes after the game. But we will. I would love to do a video on it. But very quickly, did you see the scenes afterwards? And it was something. I'm going to talk to Tequila about this later. But there was something Simon Jordan said that the teams didn't take security seriously. Do you feel that's a big thing in football now, where clubs are sort of cutting back financially on stewarding and on policing? Because maybe they think that the underbelly of what's always linked to the game has gone, but it's always still there, isn't it? In some ways, shapes, or form.
I have no idea. That's a very, very big question you're asking me there, and I have idea.
I think something I'd like to get in with you in the show. I would like to do a show in that. Maybe in the international break, we'll probably do something like that. Because
it feels like a minefield. I didn't watch the Celtic Rangers. I did see a couple of pictures of it. I don't know what the run up to it was. I don't know what the resourcing on policing is. I don't know any of those. I don't know anything about that.
it's something that I would like to talk about because I just feel that football clubs today don't take security, I don't think, very seriously. We do in the Premier League, but I think other leagues don't. But look, that's something for another day. But Rain, where can people find you, bud? And thank you for coming on and helping me with this and making it an enjoy. I enjoyed it. It was a good stream. I enjoyed it.
It's good. I'm a hobbit. No, I'm not a
You're a
hobbit.
hobbit.
I'm a
Little hobo.
I'm a hobo. Yeah,
Yeah.
I wander around. So
From place to
you'll
place.
find me. You'll find me on Spurs Talk Show.
Yeah.
You'll find me on with Sava. You'll find me here. You'll find me there. You'll find me most other places everywhere. Yeah.
Here, there, and everywhere.
Nomad, that's it. Yeah.
Nomad, yeah, Nomad. Big up to you. Right, big up to Keeler. What I will say, do good over to the Play Pouch at 9 o'clock tonight. The Keeler's doing a Decay game at night, so do good over there. And do also get over to No Sale Wrestling. The guys are setting up a new wrestling channel, so do get over to that as well. Also, please, guys, if you can get over to Ireland Till We Die and Philip and Dermot and Philip's Political Till We Die. Can you hit a like and subscribe on there? We put up our latest episode on the latest what's happening in the Middle East. Our thoughts with renowned journalist Ronan McGeevy, who is an Irish independent journalist, which is a paper over here. And he did a very big piece in it over here, talking to an Iranian lady. So please get over to that political channel and like and subscribe. We really would appreciate it. You were about to say something, Rain, before we go?
Yeah, and I'll tell you where else you can quite often find me is the Two Marks Show. Big
I hear
fan
congrats
of,
are in charge in order
absolutely,
to reach the 1,000.
they reached
Congratulations,
1,000.
guys.
They're both cracking guys. I know Cookie, and obviously I've had I've spoken with Nige quite a bit, who does Pure Coys. Two Marks. If you haven't gone and sub to them, now is the time to get on that train. They're a great couple of lads. They've hit 1,000 there, and it's well deserved. They do a lot of work.
Yeah, well done. Big up to them as well. And if you can hit and like here, we're on the work. I think we're 398 away from 3K. So let's get there ourselves as well. I'd love to get there before the end of the season, guys. Whatever you're doing, I'll see you in under an hour. Me and Tequila will be on with the build-up show. Whatever you're doing, come on, you Spurs. In Chirpy the Cockerel, we trust. Or is it Rain we trust? I don't know. It's somebody we trust. Definitely not Enoch. We do not trust Enoch. Enoch out.